Hello and welcome back to an episode of Minecraft Monday. My name is Wizzy, you can always call me Wizzy, and today we are once again playing some more OceanBlock 2. Now in the last episode we went back into the nether to complete a couple more quests. I mean that's the goal obviously, right now anyways, is to complete all the main quests. But we are slowly making progress. We have just a few more, I'd say maybe, like 6, 7 more quests on the current quest line remaining. Well, maybe a couple more than that, maybe 8 or 9 max, but we're getting there. I want to get obviously a few more out this episode. We'll take a look at the quest book as soon as we get in, see what we're going to work on. But yeah, anyways, before we get started, I do want to send my thoughts and condolences to the families of those affected by the tragic crash of the UPS plane there in Louisville, Kentucky. It's just absolutely insane. So I do want to, like I said, I do want to mention that. But moving on, really no easy way to move on from that. So we do have magical trees we need to do. Netherrock farming, basalt, we need to get blue ice and a simple block breaker. This one we need to get blazing archwood sapling. And then over here we have these 7 to do. So yeah, it's actually like 10 that we have total. This one we need blaze bloom goo. So let me read this. So magical trees. In the lava dimension, during my time in this blistering heat, I've come across a tree that emits a magical aura from it. Could this be the secret to creating more magical items? Task is to find an archwood sapling in the lava dimension, or create one using actually additions. So where would I find one in the lava dimension, though? Actually additions. I mean, actually that's crimson fungus. Anyways, let me see something. We do have flourishing archwood saplings. So atomic reconstructor. So that is this iron casting, black quartz, iron ingot. Okay, you know what? Let's work on this one right now. So black quartz. We need the sticks, iron. Okay. And then redstone and iron. Let's do it right here. Okay, so we have this. I don't know what we do with this. That does need... Wait, flux crystal. No lens. And how do I break this? For that, I guess. Okay. I'm trying to use it. Okay, that's weird. So let's go. Getting started. Atomic reconstructor is used to craft crystals, in which are the main crafting ingredient in most items from Actually Additions. Upon being supplied with power, it shoots out a laser. It will convert all surrounding items and blocks along the beam's path, provided they can be converted until it hits a block. When shooting a laser, it uses 1000 CF, but addition rates may vary depending on the conversion. There are various lenses that can be attached to the reconstructor that don't all follow the default behavior of the reconstructor and are able to do some neat things. Change between modes, get deactivated by redstone. More response to pulses. Should be noted that any recipes listed without information about lenses don't use one. Okay. So I may not need. So what is the crystal flux though? Okay, so let me see. So I'm assuming those are the lenses then. Quarkle atomizer, stuffy atomizer. So let me see, lenses. Color. No? Okay, well, let's see. I'm assuming it needs power. So, what I'm gonna do... I wonder if that's why I'm not getting much for... Okay. We do have an airdrop. Okay, let me go to the airdrop really quick. My raft is over here. I'm almost thinking it might just be easier to just go to the Nether and look for the archwood, or the lava dimension, and look for the archwood there. "49 iron clusters, void flame coal, vexing archwood." Now, if this gives us the archwood that we're looking for, then obviously that would be fantastic. but I just have a feeling that that might not happen. Source housing. You know, I want to go over here really quick. I want to break this barrel and crate just to see what these have. I don't think I can get the blazing archwood from here. Sea pickle. Potion of luck. Well, anyways, let's obviously go back. I mean, I'm gonna try this really quick, just to see if it will work or we can get it to work. If not, then I'm not gonna worry about it right this moment. So I do need this one, so that's obviously useful. Let me take this as well. Oh, I do need an energy pipe. Okay, so let's do this. Place it down like that. Okay. And then you place something in, or place it in front of that. Aha! I think we got it. Well, I mean, we did get it, so let's get a redstone torch. That way we can disable it. We don't need to have it continuously going. Okay, let's put some volume upgrades in here. Although, actually no, because that's still gonna get... Shoot. I need a way... Actually, you know what? I think if I do regular pipes there... Let's throw these back into here. Yeah, I think that's the reason why we're not getting all the pressure. Is because once this gets up to 5 bars, it basically releases pressure. And because this whole thing is on one hole, or was all on this sort of pipe, it wasn't, once it got up to 5 pressures, the entire system was losing pressure, so it wasn't building up. Whereas with this, because these two pipes will get up to 20 pressure, or 20 bar, and this will only allow 5 bar, these should, I think, then get up to the 20 bar pressure. I think that was the issue we were having. Okay, so we have this done. We get Bastion Fruit and XP. Throw that in my backpack. No, I think I want to move this. I'm afraid if I remove it or break it with the XP in it, I was going to lose the XP. So I'm going to put it... I guess I'll put it right here. Okay. So now... and what is shielding? Reduces the amount of damage taken. Okay. I kind of want to do this one next. So blue ice. Packed ice. Ice. I think I do have primal goo. Do I not? I do. Okay, so let's, and I do need either rotten flesh or sugar. Okay, yeah. So, what do I have rotten flesh? I do. Probably shouldn't eat that, but can't eat it yet anyways. So let's do this. Let's put this in here. And this should make these 4 blocks into ice. And now I need my icebreaker pick, which I think is in here. And that's why we got that pick. Because this will all turn into ice. Okay, so then if I put the ice in here, it should become packed ice. Yes, and I need 4 packed ice to make... Was it to make... Yes, to make the 1 blue ice. Okay, and then... So let's break this. And then I need to make a simple block breaker. Let's bookmark that. This I don't need to keep bookmarked. Same with that. We're going to need to sleep here in a moment. I'm going to break this ice before I do. Okay, let's sleep. And then this will be the last ice that I need to get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this. Break the ice. This will all fill back in. Throw all of this ice into here. I want to see where we're at for pressure. It's still down. Let me place a torch down. Get this heated up. So we got the 4 packed ice. Now we'll throw the packed ice into here. And then we'll get 1 blue ice. At least we should here in a moment. Why is that shown on there? I don't need that. It's weird. Hello? I don't think there's enough pressure in it yet. No, it needs to get into the green in order for it to work. So... Now, I wonder if I could get a second compressor, if we'd be able to get more pressure that way. Maybe? That's something I'll have to look into. Anyways, while we are waiting on that, let's work on making this. Why? I don't know why. I don't need this. How do we get rid of that? Observer, nether quartz, redstone, dust. Okay, so let's do this. So I need... Let's eat this, even though it's not a good idea to. So let's... So we have that now. Lapis. We just need 2 lapis. Okay. And let's take a look at this. We're still... It's almost there. Okay, now we have the block breaker. So we're just waiting on the blue ice now. So next quest we're going to look at is the Blaze Bloom Goo. This goo is strange. While I can feed it, I believe I can also transform it somehow. Based on my previous experiments, I really hope I don't need a new type of flesh. Craft Blaze Bloom Goo by upgrading Primal Goo. This goo can convert gold blocks into blaze gold. Once you've gathered some materials from the nether, you can upgrade to the next tier of goo. Blaze Bloom Goo will allow you to create a new tier of metal called blaze gold by converting blocks of gold just like we did with iron. To activate it, you'll need to feed it either nether wart or blaze powder. It also retains the ability to create ferrocore ore, so no need to make another primal goo just for iron. Not only that, it converts iron faster than primal gel. So we need nether wart, blaze powder, and redstone dust. I think this should be ready now. Yes. So we have that. We get crushed basalt and a collector upgrade. And I don't know if I read this, but I'm going to read this. Netherrack farming with basalt. When lava flows above soul soil, While touching blue ice, it creates basalt. Crushing basalt and running it through a sluice is a great way to create more netherrack. Task: automate creating basalt by creating a vanilla basalt generator using lava, soil, and blue ice. Ice can be made using primal gel goo while optional. The block breaker can be used to automate the hammering process without the need of power. The collector upgrade works like a magnet and can be installed in a drawer. It can be configured by right-clicking the upgrade inside of a drawer interface. This will let you set the direction it tries to pull from. Okay. Well, these are going to be stored. I don't need that either, so... I don't need that bookmarked, and I don't know why. Okay. So now, let's bookmark this recipe. Do we have... We do not have blaze powder. We do have blaze rods, I believe. And that... If you're just... Yeah, you get 2, but is there a way to make more? Crusher makes 3. Sag mill makes 4. Okay, so let's take 1. This is that? No. Is this a sag mill? No. Do we even have a sag mill? I think we do not. So, we're gonna make one. Unless there's something else that we have that will... Oh, the crusher will make 4. Okay. It's a bit slow, but... Collect all these rewards. I know I can just do the collect all thing, but I'd rather go through and actually do it like this. Blaze Ember. Steel Ingot. A whole bunch of rewards to collect here. Okay, so that's all the rewards collected. That is all done. Actually, Blaze Ember, do we need that for this? No, raw Blaze Gold, that's right. So, we need... Let's get 4 blocks of gold. So, we now have that. And now I need it to, or I need to use either nether wart or blaze powder. So let me do blaze powder. I think that will be, because we have more of that than we do with the nether wart. So just do that. Let me set it up right here. Just for now. And then... It's morphin time. This goo wants to devour everything. Before I let it consume me, I want to try out some more experiments on how it behaves with fluids. Craft polymorphic catalysts and drop them in water to create polymorphic fluid. Okay, so nether wart, which is a good thing I didn't use that, and then blaze gold ingot. So nether wart, you know what? I think I may want to set up a second garden cloche. I'm gonna do that to make more nether warts. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna move this over. I think I got more dirt than I needed, but that's fine. Let me just put that in my backpack for now, I guess. I do need another... Actually, let's go back over here really quick. Get that going. Throw that in there. Tube. Actually, no. Cable. No. Pipe. Okay, so we're gonna do that there. And it does keep it the way it was. We're gonna throw that there. So, let me see, what do we need here? We do need farmland. So, let's see, ice. Let's do that. Okay, I guess that doesn't work. I should have probably known that that wasn't going to work, but... So how do I till this then? These primal gel soil... Rich soil, dirt. I can just use dirt. So water, I do need water in these. So let's, how do I put water in it now? Do I just, right, no. Nothing broke, so that's a good thing. I don't know why I'm having such difficulties with this. Maybe I should just pump in water into it. Might be easier. Actually, I could probably leave that there, but that's fine. Do that. Take that. I will need to make this a 4x4. I can do that. Okay. And then, now I need, let me break this. And what do I do with this? I do just smelt it. Okay, well, let me throw this in here then. Random relic crate. Okay. Apparently this I've already done. I don't know how. I'm not going to complain. And this one apparently we've already done. I'm not going to complain. So I guess I didn't need to worry about this. Okay. I mean, I'll set that up at some point. You know, I'm gonna leave this in my inventory. So, spreading goo. The goo easily spreads to metal blocks, converting them to new materials just fine. If the goo is technically, if the goo is technically a living thing, it has to have a way to multiply. Blaze Bloom goo can spread to other primal gel goo blocks to upgrade it to the same tier. This also works for higher tiers. This effectively just duplicates the goo you have by using another primal gel goo. Okay, so that's just more informational. Blaze Gold equipment, and this is an optional quest. The ingots made from the Blaze Bloom goo are really strong. It's definitely time for an upgrade to my gear. Test craft Blaze Gold armor to better help survive the lava dimension. And this is, well, it's an optional thing, but you still have to craft that. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so get an extinguish upgrade for it, and then that. Attached to my soul. I don't know whether I should be celebrating or completely terrified. I had thought that eventually the goo might consume me, but I was incorrect. It just wanted my soul. There isn't time to worry about this, but maybe I can use it to my advantage. Maybe. Task: create a soul-bound enchantment by using polymorphic fluid and soul flowers. So soul flowers are grown on soul soil, contains a soul. This one I think I remember having a bit of difficulty with. the Wither Rose, I think if I remember correctly, drops from withers. So I don't know. Do I have any... Let me see. Wither. I just have wither... bones. Oh, that's right. It's a spirit fire. Throw demon's dream fruit to the ground and light it on fire. Okay, so, and then in order to do that, I need poppies. Is that the only? That's the only thing I can get from that. Okay, well, now the question is, do I have any poppies? I have one. That's not gonna do it. So let me make some bone meal. In fact, let's just make all the bone meal. Now remember, it was a pain to get just regular poppies. So I don't know if there's a better way to get poppy. In fact, you know what? Let me see. Garden cloche or loot fabricator. Iron golem prediction. So that's either doing that or using the garden cloche. Which maybe I should just set up. So you know what? Let's get the garden cloche set up. So I need a pump. Okay, so let's bookmark that. So I'm missing the cast iron and the wooden gear. Wooden gear is easy enough. Actually, I only need 2. You know, I probably only need 1 actually. If I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna keep that on me. Planks I already have on me. And cast iron. Enriched iron. Carbon. Okay. Spread that out. And those are quests that I completed as well, apparently. Okay, so now I can make the pump again. Okay, so let's get this situated. I'll put the pump there. Nope, that is not what I want to do. Let's do that. And then get pipes. Actually, I need fluid pipes. And hopefully this will work. How do I get... Is it from the back of this? Oh, that's right. It's very convoluted, isn't it? So I need a jar. Now, I don't know... Wait. So yeah, I need the other jar. Tempered glass jar. So tempered glass, cast iron. I don't have any tempered glass. So let's fix that. Yeah, I'm gonna make all of this tempered glass, and I might as well make... get this cooking. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then I can place this here. And I think if I place this next to it, will it fill that up still? It will. Okay. Let's crank this up to max. Actually, let me place the poppy in here. Now, do I need fertilizer? That is the question. I'm gonna assume... Well, I'm not gonna assume. I was gonna assume no, but then I was also gonna assume yes, so... So this is bleeding pressure. Okay, so that is an issue. So I'll have to go back to my other map or my other save to figure that out. Let me get... the bone meal. So how long does this take? Dirt. Okay, well, it looks like I have everything that we need. I just don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Wait. So we're not getting any power from this. Why not? Does this have to go into the front? No. Do I need a different cable? No. Does this have to go in from the back? No. Mm-hmm. So why is there no power feeding into... Why are the power cables or pipes not connecting to this? Maybe I'll have to go back to my other save to figure that out as well. See, I don't think we actually need I don't think we need bone meal for it. I think it's just we don't have the any power for it. Demon's Dream Fruit. Do we have any of that? We got Demon's Dream Seeds. Dream Essence. Demon's Dream Fruit. So we throw the seeds into there and we get that. Okay, so I do need that. But we do need to figure out the power situation on this. So let's sleep. I'm gonna take a look at the next quest really quick. Let it snow. Although it's made of literal fire, polymorphic fluid can change its composition depending on the item it consumes. What can I use it to create? Drop ice into polymorphic fluid to create snow. Okay. So let me polymorphic catalyst. Okay. So let me throw this here. And that should make just regular ice, correct? Yes. So if I throw this into here, I get snow. And that did not work. That was stupid. I need another blaze powder. Maybe. Let's see. So I do that. No, I don't need... Okay, yeah. We get the snow block, so... break the ice. And get another bucket of water. That way I have a bucket of water. So we got that one done. We get another snow block and XP. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna save this quest for next time. So we're going to take a pause. Well, actually, let's claim these rewards first. Void Shimmer Soil. Okay. Primagel Soil. Okay. Primal Coal. Okay. Ferrocore Ingot. Okay. XP. Okay. XP. Okay. Mechanism. I get a few to collect from here. Ultimate Mechanical Pipe. Interesting. Block of Steel. Another Block of Steel. Energy Upgrade. And that completed a quest. Infused Alloy. Basic Energy Cube. That's actually nice. I think I was looking into that before as well. Our last video or a couple of videos before. So, another a speed upgrade. Another block of steel. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of rewards from that. Actually, I wonder if these work better than the dirt. Let me see. That doesn't seem to change any stats. No. I don't think it really does anything. I don't know what the difference is. But from what I can see, it doesn't really do anything. So, that being said, we only have this one quest left to do before we get down to this. And that is the Soul Flowers. So what we're going to do really quick is we are going to save and quit. And we are going to go into this world and take a look at a couple things. Of course, this may take a moment to load. Just jam out to the music while we're waiting. Okay, so I'm gonna sleep here as well. See, this island I have here is a whole lot smaller, so it's a lot more crammed. So let's take a look here. What do we have? Advanced, wait. What is this? Tube regulator. Ow. How does it go like that? I'm losing all pressure. Fix that really quick. Okay, so a tube regulator is what I need. And as far as this goes, So it looks like it needs to go into possibly the sides. Okay. Okay. So let's go back. Now the question is, if I rotate the cloches, will the water go into them from the sides? And if not, we're gonna have to do a little bit of engineering. Well, not really, but I'm gonna have to place them in a different location, basically. So, let me take a look at this. Let me break this. So if I place it down like that, it does not. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to... Okay, so I'm gonna place it one there. I'm gonna place one here. Actually, yeah, that's fine. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to do this. Just do this. It's going to be easier than breaking those blocks. In fact, what I'm going to need to do... I'm going to break these instead. Because what I need to do... Yeah, let's do this. Actually, let me see. I don't know why. Oh, it's because of this. So yeah, let me... I'm gonna need more dirt. So I'm gonna put my 4x4 pool here. So I'm gonna need to get a little bit more dirt. Do 6 for now. Might need more than that, actually. Yeah. So let's take this. So I'm gonna put the jar here, the pump here, me get 4 more pieces of dirt. I'm gonna need another pipe. Let me grab the item pipes. Just need 1 more fluid pipe. That goes like that. Okay. Okay. So we got still no power for who knows what reason. I do need 2 more dirt though to place into there. Let's sleep. Place that there. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get 6 more dirt. Let's make a regulator. So I need a pressure tube and 2 safety tube modules. We need 2 pressure gauges, compressed iron ingot, crafted with cast iron ingots. Oh, that's the whole, yeah, that thing. Compressed. I do have some compressed iron ingots. Copper. So I can just do this actually. Pressure tube levers. I have 1 lever. I now have 4 levers. So now if I do this, I have these. And if I do this, we now have the tube regulator or module. So if I might have to break this for a moment. I hate to do that, but place this down. Okay. So that, I think I need a advanced tube there though. So let's do that really quick. There we go. So now these should get up to 20 psi or bar, where this should stay at 5. And this is not growing? I mean, it looks like it's growing there, but why are we not getting... Ah, that's why. I didn't connect it up there. That would make sense. Pipe. So now, if I place this down here, aha. So now, we need basically any flowers here. They do have to be the same, unfortunately. Cornflower. Actually, then we could do the torch flower. So poppy. Okay, so now I need to throw that down there. No, not that. Throw that down, light it on fire, throw the poppy in. There we go. I don't really need this anymore, so let's throw a poppy into here. There we go. I guess you kind of get fertilizers to start, and then I'm guessing once the fertilizer runs out, you need to supply it with more to... There. And here comes an airdrop. So we get this all done now. Ender Pearl. Okay, we got 4 of them. Soulbound Enchanted Book. Okay. Let's throw these into here. And we'll finish off the episode by going over the airdrop. Break all the torches. Creature catcher, okay. Void flame coal. Copper upgrade. Prudentium essence. Redstone cluster. Golden carrots. Diamond cluster. Compressed iron ingot. Prudentium ingot. Diamond upgrade. Advanced restock upgrade. Iron clusters, dark steel ingot, steel casing, and armor upgrade. So I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to move this song down. And then switch to the outro song. So yeah, this has been a very productive episode. I'm gonna keep the golden carrots, throw the rest of this stuff into here. Throw the golden carrots into the backpack here. Yeah, I just want to look at the pressure really quick over here. We are not getting a lot of power, and I don't think it was from the speed upgrades. So that we'll figure out or get settled next episode. Oh, this is struggling. Yeah, that's not doing so hot. So we'll get that figured out next episode. But yeah, anyways, as the sun is setting on another day in this world, which we are currently at day number 105. So we've survived 100 days. But yeah, anyways, so as the sun is setting on another day in this world, we have once again made a lot of progress. Well, actually a lot of progress this episode, but yeah. Anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video though, so hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next episode. Bye!